I feel like such shit. I'm still pregnant. Like, yeah, I'm like just. This pregnancy is like really being a head effer. Like, my head's fucked. I went to hospital today because basically I passed a clot yesterday. I was bleeding, my tests weren't getting darker, my HCG wasn't rising, so I thought my pregnancy was over. Then this morning I woke up and I took a pregnancy test, because when you have a miscarriage you're meant to take pregnancy tests to make sure it basically ends properly. Took a test and it was like, the line was so dark. I was just like, okay then, like, what is happening here? I'm pretty sure my baby came out. I'm just trying to like laugh my way through this because I'm just like done in. Anyway, so I went to the hospital and they did blood tests. Oh, and my vagina was like seriously abused. Like, you know that metal rod they put up there for the vaginal ultrasound? Bloody hell. My vagina like was just completely attacked. Like, yeah, I was screaming. Like, I was like, ah, like it hurt so bad. I'm like laughing partly because I'm just traumatized from everything, partly because I mean there's some humor I guess, and partly because I've had like barely any food in days. So they totally attacked my vagina. Like, that was cool. And then I just sat there, waited forever, not allowed water, and then got my results, and they said that my HCG went from 20 to 105 in 48 hours. So I'm like, okay, so the baby's growing, but like, are they in my uterus? And they were like, well, we don't know. So they're like, well, your HCG is still too low, we can't see the baby, they could be anywhere really. I'm just like, are you kidding? So basically, let's cut to the chase. I'm pregnant, my baby's growing, and we don't know where they are. We don't know if they're in my uterus, or if they're in my fallopian tubes, or if they're in my ovaries. I don't know. But you know what I know is that my vagina is bleeding. The smell of chocolate makes me want to freaking puke everywhere. I'm craving meat, pickles, and like, what was that other thing I was bloody craving? Oh, there was something really weird I was craving. I don't know, I've forgotten, can't be that bad of a craving now. And I have morning sickness already. Yeah. And I'm sure the morning sickness is going to get worse, because I can tell you, with my daughter, I had hyperemesis gravidarum, and I was a puke machine for 9 months straight. I've already lost like 7 pounds this pregnancy because I can barely eat, and I have the worst hormonal headaches ever. And I'm just like in a constant state of anxiety because I don't know if there's a human in my fallopian tube in my uterus, why my vagina is like, hey, let's just bleed and bleed and bleed, and how my baby's still growing, and whether they were twins, one went, like, I'm just like, what? My head is just done in. So yeah, just wanted to make an update, but I really can't be bothered to talk for 20 minutes and explain everything. And I know that my miscarriage video part 1 like cut off mid-sentence. I was gonna upload part 2, but you know what? I realised my kid is still growing in my stomach. So then I was like, well, it'd be a bit stupid to upload part 2, but then my silly ass couldn't figure out how to delete part 1, so I'm like, well, whatever then. So I've made this video. I'm talking fast because I had coffee recently and I'm tired and I'm gonna go take a nap. So I will keep you guys updated. Can you just like, if you like God and you like believe in him, please pray for my uterus or my body, because I really don't want to bleed to death from an ectopic pregnancy. And I cannot even explain the level of anxiety I have right now. It's like, if you had a scale of anxiety 1 to 10, it's like 40. So yeah, I'm still pregnant, and I love my baby and I want my baby to grow, but I really want them to grow my uterus, because if they grow elsewhere, well, unfortunately, they would not make it, and I might not make it either. So, fingers crossed. I feel like people are going to watch this, including my mother, and be like, she's having a mental breakdown. I mean, I might be, but it's okay, don't worry. I'm much more normal off camera. I'm just like, I don't even know how to talk about this. I'm just really, really traumatized right now. So, this is my life right now. And if I kept my old YouTube videos, which I thought about deleting and deleted them all for some reason, you would have seen that I went through this exact same shit show a year ago, except without the bleeding. It's just that I was pregnant for ages and they couldn't find the baby, and they were like, hey, you might die from an ectopic. That's cool. And then eventually I miscarried. But yeah, this is like really destroying my mental health. And this is what I'm going through. I'm just like trying to smile my way through it, because if I let myself cry on camera, it's going to be a waterfall, and an embarrassing one too. I hope you're all having a great week and that you don't have ectopic pregnancies or like miscarriages or just pregnancy bleeding. Like, I hope that if you're pregnant and watching this, you're having a lovely pregnancy, because I'm sure as hell not.